You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings.
Hello, champion. Wow, how you doing? Greetings from my side. It's another class today which promises to be very interesting and educating. Let's get to know the topic and then proceed. We shall be looking at the topic today, which is on transposition. Now, transposing, or you can say transposition, means changing the key of a piece of music. This can apply to a scale, now listen, a phrase, a short melody, or an entire song. So it can be just a scale, a phrase, a short melody, or an entire song. Changing the key of a piece of music. That's not all. The ability to transpose. Now listen again. The ability to transpose music is an essential skill for all musicologists or musicians to develop. When we say musicologists, we're talking about people who studied music like myself. Now, it's an essential skill for every one of these persons to develop. Transposition or transposing music means playing or writing music in a way that it sounds higher or lower. This can be done by playing or writing the music in a different key. Like I said, it can be in a different key, but listen to this now. Or by playing or writing it up or down an octave without changing the key. So you can change the key. You can also write it up and down the octave without changing the key. Now, the staff analysis is, let's take a look at some notes on the staff to see how we are going to change it from up and down, or we'll change the key. If you look at these notes, there are 4, but 2 are repeated. We have C, D, E, and C again, and it's on the ledger line. Now, looking at this, we've transposed it. What did we do? The one at the bottom was the previous one you looked at, C, D, E, and C. If I'm singing it, I say it's too low. I need to increase my pitch. I don't need to change the key. So I'll move an octave above, up. If you see, it's C on the ledger line. And above also, inside the staff is also C. Remember, it's F-A-C-E. So it's this C. So instead of me to sing do, re, mi, do, I'll do do, re, mi, do. I didn't change my key. I can also go another octave, meaning 2 octaves above the normal octave. So you just keep moving like that. Do, re, mi, do. Do, re, mi, do. Do, re, mi, do. They are all on the same key. It's only that we are advancing by going either up or down. And that's what brings us here. 2 things I need you to remember when you are doing your transposition or you're transposing your song is either you want to transpose it from the treble staff to the bass staff or from the bass staff to the treble staff. You must consider the direction, that's the up and down. Then the distance, it must be an octave, and an octave comprises of 8 notes, meaning you move 8 steps. All right. Now, transposing up 1 octave, you can also transpose 2 octaves above. You can also transpose 2 octaves below, or you transpose just 1 octave below. So take note of that today we are not changing the key. All we need to do is just to change the pitch. Don't forget, we are what? Changing the pitch. So we are going to be looking at changing from treble to bass. And we are going to be dealing with the song Mary Had a Little Lamb. It's a folk set or a folk type of song, and is on the key of G major. So we are going to move just from treble back to bass. So we'll see how it is. Maybe for the person is too high, we want to come down and reduce our pitch, or from reducing to increasing it. But today we are looking at from the high pitch, we want to come to the low pitch, so we have to come down. Let's watch this video for more broadening knowledge. I'll be back. Enjoy.
So today we're going to be learning how to transpose music from the treble clef to the bass clef. Now, just for reference, the treble clef is anything from middle C upwards, and the bass clef is anything from middle C downwards. Now what I have in front of us here is the music for Mary Had a Little Lamb, and it's written in C major in the treble clef, and that currently sounds like this. So I have written the music down onto my manuscript copy, and using a green marker, just so that you can see, I'm counting up my lines and spaces, and I am notating what I have in front of me. So counting up every green, this is G, F, A, this is A, every green bus, and so on and so forth. And I do this until I have the piece completed. When it's done, it'll look something like this, and the next thing that we're going to have to do is figure out how to change it from the treble clef to the bass clef. In order to get started with this, what we're going to do is, first of all, go with the clefs. We're going to draw in our bass clef and our time signature, which is the exact same as what it was in the treble clef, 4/4. And I'm writing out 2 lines of this because there are 2 lines of the treble clef as well. So with a different colour marker here, just so that you can see, I'm just going to copy the exact notes underneath the stave for this tune. Going to be the exact same notes as what's on the treble clef, because we're keeping the tune the exact same, the melody. So it's just a case of copying down the exact letters as they appear in the original melody. So I'm going to get my pencil, I'm going to draw in my bar lines for myself, and then we're going to get started with figuring out our bass clef notes. So, the exact same way we would if I put this in front of you, we're going to count up, we're going to say our rhyme, and we're going to draw in where the notes are. Now, the notes are going to be the exact same as how they are here. The rhythm and the melody are the exact same. The only thing that's different is where they're going to be on the bass clef. So, all for all cows eat grass. Good for good boys deserve fine apples. All cows eat grass, good boys, and so on and so forth. Noticing here how I'm actually keeping the melody and the rhythm the exact same. If there's a minim in the first part in the treble clef there, then it's going to be the exact same in the bass clef. So the rhythm is staying the exact same. All I'm doing is I'm counting up my lines and spaces and making sure that I have my notes in the right place. So when I'm done, what I'm after doing is I'm after change it from being in a higher pitched key to a lower pitch, and it'll sound something like this.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, I hope you were able to go through all that was done in the video and you are familiar with moving the pitch of a song from the treble to the bass or vice versa. Alright, like I said, if your pitch is too high, all you need to do is just to drop it. Remember, we looked at Mary Had a Little Lamb, and what we did was just to move and go from treble to bass without changing the key. Don't forget. So right away, I want you to go through your questions carefully and make sure you get them right. Goodbye. See you in the next